Hi, I'm Angela V. Shelton.
And I'm her very best friend, Frances Callier, and we are Frangela.
And welcome to Frangela's Idiot of the Week.
Week.
It's an exciting journey into stupid, where we get to look, don't touch, because you might get some stupid on you.
Yeah.
And it is contagious.
Oh, yes, it is. And you know what? This is the week, end of the week, where we crown an idiot fit for all idiots.
It is the Idiot of the Week crowning ceremony special.
Woo!
Woo! And you know what's exciting about this week's nominees?
Mm-hmm.
They're all from the same day.
They are, because it was that
It
powerful.
was a particularly stupid day. And I
Yes.
haven't checked. You're into astronomy and what's the called astrology and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe something wasn't aligned. The star of Jupiter wasn't aligned with the star of Dumb. But oh my God, these are good.
Yeah.
Okay, our first nominee for Idiot of the Week.
Yes.
Janaka Basanakie.
Yes, this story comes from General Stephen M. And thank you so much for sending us this story. This is a Sri Lankan man.
Sri Lanka showing up on the dawn.
Yeah, he tried to set a record for the longest time spent being buried alive.
Only problem is he died.
He died.
Buried
yes.
alive.
Yeah, he buried.
Because that's what happens when you bury someone alive. They die.
He had his friends and family help dig a trench that's 10 feet deep and cover him in wood and soil. Okay,
Otherwise known as a what?
grave. That's where we put dead people. See, that's my thing about building a grave and getting in it.
That you're saying I'm dead or I'd like to be really soon in the immediate future.
Yeah, and you know what, Angela? I mean, that's the message you're sending. I don't know if you know you're saying that. But when you ask people,
You're not saying I liked the 80s. I mean, you buried yourself. And this is what kills me. He doesn't even, according to the family, then nobody even knows if there is a record for being buried alive.
Yeah.
So he has done this 2 other times before.
Yeah.
For once for 2 hours, one for like 6 hours.
Yes.
And for some reason this time, nothing happened after 6 hours. No, you know what I mean?
I can tell you what happened this time. This time he didn't come back alive.
That's what you
This
say.
time he came back dead.
Like, what happened the other 2 times where he got out? Like, did he say I'm only going to be down there for 2 hours and then come get me? Because it's also, the information isn't in here really about how it says.
Well, maybe, you know what, maybe this is his fault. And maybe he left open-ended instructions and didn't say, okay, because he did 6 hours before. At 6 hours and 10 minutes, come get me. Because I gotta, maybe the people will just sit around at the top ground and be like, he didn't.
Should we go? No, he didn't. You know what? What do you think? I don't know.
So,
Oh my gosh, I forgot. I need to go to the store.
Okay.
Like, that's I think what happened.
Yeah.
Like, because you're so used to Jakarta, what's his name? Janaka burying himself.
Right.
That I bet you the only reason they even went to look for him is somebody called. And they were like, oh, Janaka, oh shit. Janaka's, you guys, we left Janaka buried alive. How are you going to fail at being buried alive? That's called being buried dead, which is what's supposed to happen.
And I'm gonna tell you something. A whole bunch of other people beat you to this record.
Being dead in a grave?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, if you believe in Adam and Eve or not, there are people way long ago who've already beat you, Janaka.
Oh,
You dead stupid ass.
I love this story.
We deal with this from Michigan,
Okay.
Rochester Hills.
Okay. Authorities said a Michigan man was being sought for 10
That's important.
exposure incidents, and where he was seen wearing nothing but sheer pantyhose on the bottom half of his body. Now,
Sheer means clear, like you can see through them.
yes. Now, this is the thing. The suspect is described as a man in his 50s or 60s.
About 6 feet tall.
With a pot belly. You mean you can't find this man?
He's wearing his jujubes are out in some sheer pantyhose, but the rest of his outfit,
Right.
That's not his whole outfit.
No, it's
I
not
mean,
his whole outfit.
he's dressed. He's got a button-up shirt,
Yes, and
a
a
baseball hat, and some slippers.
Yes, but this is what I like about the man. He went to a salon, okay, and he asked for some service. He asked for a Brazilian wax. Now Angela seems to think that that's funny, but he was like, "No, I would like to come correct in my image and what I present out here to the world." Okay,
And I think they refused to give him the wax, suspecting. I think number one, they didn't have any money on him since there was no place for a wallet. That's what I think. I'm like, I'm not gonna wax that. You don't got no money. I'm looking at your junk in the trunk, and there ain't nothing. You ain't got no wallet. How you gonna pay for a Brazilian?
no,
That wax don't grow on trees like that.
how about run your credit card through your ass?
But I can't believe that they can't find him. How hard can this be?
They can't find the man.
Because this is my thing. Once you put the story in, somebody, I'm gonna tell you something. Somebody takes care of this person, and they weren't watching.
I don't think so.
I think they weren't
I don't
watching.
think so.
I think they fell asleep. They left the door unlocked.
I think, you know what I think? I think this is a very capable human being who works and has a job, and I think this is his fetish. And this is my thing. You can put the pantyhose on, okay? But you gotta put some pants on over that, okay? I'm sorry. You do. I'm sorry,
and you know
baby.
what? I'm sure you can find somebody. This is a good use of Craigslist.
Yes.
Looking for somebody to watch me walk around in sheer pantyhose.
That's right, because that's what he wants. He wants to expose himself.
That's a great.
Right.
I'm fine with that use of Craigslist or Facebook. Okay, this is a place.
I hope there's a Facebook page
Apparently-
for people who like men who like to wear the sheer pantyhose. Okay.
This is what kills me. He walked. They said that the salon where he was trying to get the Brazilian. He walked all to the salon like it was like everybody trying to make sure that everybody got a taste. And finally, for this
generous
week,
that way. Okay.
I mean, I just want to see it. And I know that's weird.
No,
but the
that's
outfit
not
is
weird.
so awesome. I feel so bad because he has to have relatives of some sort, right? And they're like, oh God.
Well, here Uncle James out there in his pantyhose again.
And as I asked earlier in the week, I believe you have to wear panties with pantyhose.
Yes, you're right.
And there's some people women and men, I guess, who've told me that they don't think you have to because there's that little panel that's kind of like a panty. Mm-hmm. But that's great. Anyway, it's just a debate we're having.
Well, my thing is that he just needs Spanx.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
He just needs Spanx.
And maybe pants.
But you know what? You can talk to me. You can talk me out of wearing the pants if he just wore some like dark colored Spanx. Well, he could. Okay. Okay.
This is Florida. Of
Okay.
course it is.
Okay.
Florida.
Police said a man who allegedly stabbed another man and lists his occupation as drug dealer was arrested on a probation violation.
What happened was this man, Barnes,
Excuse me.
he stabbed his friend who was over because the friend told his girlfriend to shut up, so he stabbed him. Makes sense so far.
Right.
But then when he got arrested, he wrote on the form for the police, what's your job? He wrote down drug dealer.
And you know what I say? Good, DeAndre. Good for you for being honest.
But I will say this: there's something a little comforting in the fact that he sees it as a job,
Yes.
and not just
It's a profession.
just an avocation,
Right.
Not just a hobby, but that he takes it seriously as his career. You know what I'm saying? There's something a little comforting in that.
Oh, my
But
goodness.
I'm going to tell you what I got to go
Who you
for.
going for?
I got to go for Buried Alive.
Me too.
I got to go for Buried Alive because
You failed.
You failed. This is the problem with Frangela and Idiot of the Week. And if you've been watching for a while, you understand this. When you do it to yourself, you are the biggest friggin' idiot ever.
You're right.
If they have horror movies about people, Edgar Allan Poe wrote a poem, I believe, about being buried alive. Nobody wants an Hawthorne who wrote the story about buried alive. One of them motherfuckers.
Right.
The point is, don't nobody want to be buried alive.
No. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Look, I'm Frances Callier.
And I'm Angela V. Shelton.
We are Frangela.
And we're not stupid.
No, we're not.
But I feel like we're being overrun. Tune in next week for more Idiot of the Week.
Wait.
How you gonna bury yourself?
I know.
And then be surprised when you wake up dead.
Girl.